Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. You know, it's hard. It's hard sometimes, always having to be the one to point out the obvious sometimes. Sometimes I use my video commentaries to point out the obvious because a lot of people don't seem to see the obvious. The obvious 100% truth, yet I constantly, all across YouTube, keep seeing the same comments. I really hope you guys share this video around and share my older videos around that send a message. Because here, yet again, is another message I need to send. And I hope you guys can understand my opinion, agree with it, just understand where I'm coming from. So let me say this. Cliches and unoriginality are a part of video games. Deal with it. I am so tired. I am so very, very tired of seeing these comments constantly pop up in games, especially when new games are being announced. This game looks so cliched. This game is so unoriginal. God fucking damn it. Alright. Cliches are everywhere, and cliches are not a bad thing. Cliches are a part of culture. Cliches can be done badly, and they can be done well, and when they are done well, they can often create some really great or awesome moments in a video game. There's nothing wrong with cliches. If something can be done well, it can be done well again. And as for unoriginality, let me break it to you. This may be difficult for you to accept or even to understand. Nothing is original. Absolutely nothing is original. Everything on this earth has been done before. These great video games that you praise so much, The Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, The Walking Dead, Call of Duty, they're all unoriginal, and they all have several cliches. The Walking Dead is a story of a zombie apocalypse, and focusing more on the human element than the zombies. That's been done before. Exact same thing with The Last of Us. BioShock Infinite is a story of a failed utopia, and a girl who is all-important and has great power. That's unoriginal. That's been done before. Call of Duty is a military shooter. Do I even have to explain why it's unoriginal and cliched? What is your favorite game of all time? Tell me what your favorite video game of all time is. I can guarantee you your favorite video game is unoriginal and cliched, and that's not a bad thing. So stop insulting these other games by using these non-negative things as insults to a game. Titanfall is unoriginal and cliched. Doesn't make it a bad game, it's a great game. Watch Dogs is unoriginal and cliched. Doesn't make it a bad game, it is also a great game. Destiny is coming out on consoles very soon, and I can guarantee you, even though I have not played it, I can guarantee you it is unoriginal and cliched, but it will also be a great game. I don't know why. I don't know why this is so hard for people to comprehend. I don't know why this isn't obvious, because it is obvious. Nothing is original. Everything is cliched and been done before. So why do you keep using these as negatives? They're obvious things. They're part of culture. They're part of media. They're part of video games. Deal with it. Stop asking for no more cliches. We need cliches. Cliches are important. They're something that are recognizable. They're relatable, and they can be done well. They can have their own spin, their own twist on the cliche. And for those of you constantly asking for more original games, what the fuck else are developers supposed to make? Everything's been done before. What original video game could they possibly create that's never been done before? It's not possible. Ridiculous over-the-top shooters have been done before. Old school style games have been done before. Fantasy adventures have been done before. Fantasy RPGs have been done before. Horror RPGs, action RPGs, space flight simulators, driving and racing games. It's all been done before. There is not an original idea out there. So stop calling Titanfall and Watch Dogs and Destiny and Lords of the Fallen and Call of Duty and Battlefield and all these other games. Stop calling them cliched and unoriginal, 'cause they are. Yes, it's true. They are cliched and unoriginal, but so is your favorite game of all time. So is every video game that has ever been released and that is going to be released. You're just pointing out the obvious, but why are you trying to use this as a negative? What are developers supposed to do? What are they supposed to take from this comment of yours that's cliched and unoriginal? What the hell else were they supposed to do? What is your dream video game? Do you have an idea for a video game? I can guarantee it's not original, and it's full of cliches. I can guarantee that. The thing is, cliches and unoriginality, they're an obvious. They belong to everything. You know what? I probably, as a human being, are cliched and unoriginal. I'm sure there have been people like me with attitudes and personalities like me. Same thing with you and you and you. Same thing with that video game and that video game. Same thing with that movie and that movie. Same thing with that book and that book. Everything is cliched. Everything is unoriginal. And it's not a negative. Stop trying to make it a negative. It's never been a negative, and it's never going to be made a negative. Everybody in the world needs to go to the bathroom. That's cliched and unoriginal, but guess what? It happens. You have to. It's part of life. Same thing with cliches and unoriginality. That's what it's part of literature. It's part of media. Stuff that has been done before is going to be done again. But here's the thing. As a person, I am unoriginal and cliched, but guess what? I'm still special in my own way. I take a different spin, a different approach to the cliches of my personality, to the cliches and unoriginality of my being. I may be cliched and unoriginal, but I'm still special. I'm still different enough that you can discern me from a billion other people on this planet. You can define me and consider me special, because I am. And so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so's that video game, and so's that video game, and so's that movie, and so is that movie, and so is that book, and so is that book. We're all special. Everything is special in its own way. Everything is cliched and unoriginal. That doesn't mean it isn't special, and it isn't different enough to be picked out of the crowd and said, hey, you are your own. You are different. You are special from the crowd. This has been the Gamertron. If you guys liked this video, if you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button. It really does help. It really helps me and the video. Please let me know your thoughts of this video, what I've talked about in this commentary, in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts and your opinions. I would love to hear what you guys thought of this video and the topic at hand. Leave those comments. And if you're new to the channel and stumble across this video, why not subscribe? If you subscribe, you'd help me out quite a bit, you'd support me directly, and you'd keep up to date with upcoming videos. This is the Gamertron, this has been a video, and I'll see you guys later.